and kind of on its head right now. Sounds like you kind of got an early start on it, right? You wrote the whole book in 2015, you said, which is pretty cool. And I do believe that this is an industry that's primed for, because people think of crypto, but they don't really, understand necessarily the whole blockchain technology, right? And what you're building on that and how that's going to be able to be utilized throughout the world. So I want to kind of get a little bit into the different sectors or different buckets that you are creating. One of which is the marketplace. Talk to me more about that. So, what is this a marketplace where people buy, they buy medical related physical products, or are they buying services, or are they connecting with doctors, or how does that work?
It's health products. So it could be everything from CBD oil to, dentistry. So it's more like an eBay marketplace where people put up stores. So we attract members, but we also attract member providers who want to service our community. And, there's a lot of people around the world that, there's healthcare in Mumbai that's, 90% cheaper than it is in the United States. And we envision that the medical community, the actual doctors, will probably be the later adopters. In the beginning, it's the personal coaches, the health coaches, the fitness coaches, the health clubs, the health food stores, anything relevant to health, a mountain biking store. It just has to be relevant to health.
Okay. So
they can add their store for free, and they have to take at least 20% of the payment in cryptocurrency.
All right. So it's a marketplace that sells consumer good products around anything health, medical related, right?
Correct.
Okay,
Correct.
Cool. Talk to me about the not the marketplace, the membership. You said you have different membership tiers.
Right.
What exactly do you, as a member, what type of benefits? I know you mentioned like AARP and whatnot. Talk to me specifically about what type of benefits that you get under each or under different tiers.
Yeah. So the benefits of the membership are tied to the business. So there's some business benefits as far as unlocking different levels of our compensation plan. There's benefits of telemedicine that we've got in the process. You have a longer term that you can lease your data back to the company. So when you come on board with us, in the real world, we can't sell coins with memberships. But what we can do is if you enter into a relationship with us and you want to lease your data back to us so we can market products to you, we have a ability to give you basically coins for leasing your data to us. And there's different terms of memberships that you can do that based on. There's also additional benefits is that, that we're adding as far as trading limits on the exchange. But we're continuing to add benefits to it. We're 18 months old, and we're constantly looking for new benefits to add to our package. Also, like on our CMDX Fit, on the silver membership, you get ×2 points, whereas on the gold membership, you get ×3 points. So you actually have a multiple, and that also is true for our mining as well.
So the member, because that was my next question, was regarding the data and whatnot. So the membership is really surrounding the data that you pump into the system, and you get rewarded depending on what type of membership you have. You get rewarded at different rates for the data that you're able to pump into the system.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
We have our whole thing about creating your digital avatar and starting to protect and own your physical data, or your IP, your data that you're talking around your phone all day long. We know that's being sold to the highest bidder. So we're at the beginning of that, creating your own digital avatar and protecting your data.
So what type of data and how do you aggregate it? How do you collect the data? I know you mentioned like the Fitbit. So you're talking you're talking physical things that you're doing throughout the day, but what type of data are you trying to collect?
Well, our 1.0 version is about 150 question health data. That's what's called our health vault. You basically just go in and answer questions, and you mark the things that you're interested in receiving data on or advertisements on. And so you'll go in, and so let's say we've got 50,000 men in our database that are interested in weight loss. We can go to a weight loss company and we can say, hey, we've got 50,000 men that would like information on weight loss, and ultimately they can market directly to them. We distribute that.
So just by inputting that data, you then collect points within your system?
Correct. Yeah, you get actually points for filling out the health questionnaire, as wearable tech starts getting more integrated with our platform, we're working with one company that's got 12 wearable tech devices. The new one's that Motive Ring. I don't know if you've seen that one, but
Yeah.
we're talking with them. But just as far as, rewarding people, with the cryptocurrencies first, what we want to do for performing health related activities. The second part is showing them how to monetize their personal data.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay. So the membership is really surrounding data. There, are there any like outside benefits like discounts and and preferred access to certain things?
We haven't gone with it. We went with a discount program initially in the United States, but because our market evolved internationally, we're trying to only add products that really cover all of our members. And so we haven't found a universal discount program that's out there that would serve all of our members. Right now, our big thing is just providing them with cryptocurrency that they can use to spend on health, and ultimately they can sell it and raise money to buy healthier products and healthier foods. Because the health issue from country to country varies. In the United States, I just had a IV system I was on for 45 days. It cost me $111,000. That's a different deal.
Wow.
From what I'm seeing in Cambodia or Ho Chi Minh City, where they want to put some protein on the table, or they want to put rice in the bowl, somewhere in a village in Nigeria. So when we talk about health, there's the stories that we're getting are more on the scale of, hey, we just want to be able to eat better, and we want to be able to take care of ourselves, because 95% of the people in like Nigeria, they don't even have health insurance.
Right.
So
okay, cool. So a lot of this is surrounding consumer good products, direct to the consumer type things where entrepreneurs have products to to market and fulfill to your customers in your database. How does this actually tie in, whether it's now or phase 2, 3, whatever it is, tie into the medical professionals and the medical community, to where okay, you collected this much data on me, now this is great because my doctor, my nutritionist, my chiropractor, my whoever is able to now see this data and
Correct.
utilize it, analyze it, and treat me better. Is that in place, or is that going to happen?
For sure. Version 3.0 evolves into a cloud-based EHR system where, let's say you go see a doctor, you slip on a grape in Argentina, and you need to go see a doctor. You can actually pull up your medical records. The doctor can input whatever they've done, and it updates your health file. So eventually you have a health file that's in the cloud that any doctor can access. And if you're in an emergency situation and they don't have your allergies or anything, and you give them access to it, they have all that available to them as well. So there's a company out of Jacksonville that's got an EHR system we've been talking to that's cloud-based, and they built it for a union. It's going to work really well for what we're doing, but that's version 3.0. I imagine that'll be 3 years out. I don't think we'll attract the medical community until we have 3 to 5 million members.
Sure.
I think we'll get all the entrepreneurs and the single provider shops and stuff like that on 1 million, 2 million members. But we really got to focus on member acquisition, continuing to add value to the membership packages, and just continue educating people, because that's our biggest hurdle, is getting people to understand what cryptocurrency is, why they should be a part of it. And it's kind of like going out and educating people on email, the internet. I mean, it's the same exact thing.
So I kind of have a very specific question about a capability. Are you because right now you're collecting data, and then you're kind of creating, like, almost like how Facebook knows everything about you.
AdWords, yeah.
They have they have an ad platform that allows everyone to go on and to target based off of specific interest and based off of your data, right?
Correct.
So it sounds like that's something that you're creating.
Yes.
Are you going like kind of a step above and beyond that, where you're collecting all this data, and it's more than just your interest, but it's about your health, your body, your all that stuff, right? Where you're then creating like personalized plans for people, like not just allowing anyone to market to those people, but like recommended courses of action and recommended plans, like hey, my name's John Smith, I weigh this much, I do this much exercise, I blah blah blah. Like, here is what you need to do. Not just hey, check this product, this product, this product, this product. Which they're going to get marketed a ton from a lot of different people. But here is what you really need to do in order to get your body and your health in the right place. Do you have that type of technology?
You're talking about the AI fitness coach,
right?
Yeah.
Right.
That's something I think's down the road. We've actually looked at AI to give me the ability to do the presentation in 5 different languages. So we're talking with a company about getting that in place to where I can actually speak Spanish, which I can't. So yeah, AI is going to add a whole new dynamic to this. It's going to be funny when I go to these events and they start speaking Spanish to me, and I'm like, no habla español, but.
Okay.
AI is going to add a whole new dynamic. And I think at the end of the day, as you build a company like this, the more data you have on every user, the higher valuation your company really commands. We've got a kind of a self-financing membership model that actually grows on its own with a 100% commission model that we pay to our members. But our revenue model is transactional based. It's kind of like a Google model. We want to really give away the memberships for free, give all that away
to get people
in exchange for, hey, every time money moves on the platform, we want to make our 0.5% or 1% or whatever the transaction fees are. And we also have our $30 a year annual renewal fee. So we have a pretty good revenue model. We make money off of the CMDX fit. So we've got revenue models that actually allow us to maintain our cash flow positive status.
I get it. Cool. A little bit about the business then. So you went from how many members to now 250,000?
So we were at 27,000 members last time I was on pitch.
And how did you do that? How did you add 200,000 members?
Well, the exposure was great. One thing that we did is we added an airdrop system where we rewarded members for completing their KYC. So if I enrolled you and helped you do the KYC, which is one thing that everybody needs help with. So we made that part of the rewards process. You get 12,500 coins. I get 12,500 coins. So we were able to stimulate a lot of free memberships and then we use ClickFunnels for our back-end funnel system. So when somebody comes in as a free member, they get 30 different emails, and I've got 3 different funnels set up for that. But we're really trying to automate all of that. The educational process, I've just created a new front-end automated webinar system that will run webinars at the top of every hour. And but yeah, we know that collecting information is ultimately where it's at. But it's going to be permission based. They can say, hey, I don't want to be marketed to, or if they are marketed to, we have the opportunity to do a rev share with them. We just want to show people how to earn money off of their data if they're willing to trust the blockchain and see how it all works.
Right. Cool. So how much are you spending to get a member?
Right now, I mean, when you look at our business model, we're acquiring customers at less than probably $1. As far as free data records, and that's name, email address, and KYC, because the way we're financing it is through the airdrop. So we're actually using cryptocurrency which doesn't cost us any money out of pocket to actually acquire the client.
Well, at a certain point, I don't know how much you're giving away, but I guess theoretically that could run out, right? Or you make the bounty on that less, right? So
make the bounty on it less. All of our coins are converted at 0.004. So when we say $50, now if the coin's at 0.001, this can be a lot less coins they're going to be getting. And one thing that we do require when they purchase a membership, they have to use 30% of our cryptocurrency to purchase a membership. So we want them to do that so they learn how to spend cryptocurrency.
Yeah, and then people are utilizing it. That's great.
Yeah.
Okay, so how much money have you raised so far? You said
so far, just through kind of bootstrapping and angel running, we've raised about $1.5 million. And
so you haven't done an ICO?
No, we didn't do an ICO. I angel funded it initially with me and a group of friends, and then we've just bootstrapped up to now, and now we realize for us to enter the big time, so we've got to raise some capital and go after a big milestone right now.
And how much are you looking to raise now?
$1.5 million.
So you're looking to raise, okay, so for a total of
that would be like a very late, maybe a seed round or a series seed round is what we're looking for. And from
now,
there,
what type of structure are you looking to raise that money in?
cash. I need money to spend on this 20 city tour and building 2.0. But it's going to be an equity raise.
Mm-hmm.
Be
Okay.
equity plus coins. It's the way I have my documents set up. They're the seed series documents, which is a preferred convertible.
And what do you value the company at now?
Right now, at $1.5 million, we're valuing around $5 million.
Okay. Okay. Cool. And besides here on Pitch, what other methods have you taken to raise the capital?
We're looking at the crowdfunding option because we have so many members. I've recently set up the TechCrunch page, and I'm getting all the people that have put in money to document that they put in money. And obviously, just by trying to add additional revenue streams, partnering with companies that have products that we can sell through our ecosystem, that has helped add additional revenue. So we're in bootstrap mode, but we've got to raise some capital right now to build 2.0 and get this big city tour. Timing is of the essence. Right now it's about capturing market share as far as I'm concerned.
Okay. So wait, good question I didn't ask. 250,000 members. What type of revenue does that kick off?
We generate anywhere between 30 and 60,000 just off of the exchange fees, $60,000 a month, depending on how many people pay the $29 fees. That's our primary source of revenue right now. The exchange fees, they're earning less than $6,000 to $8,000 a month. So
now, is the marketplace open yet? Are you selling products yet?
Yeah, but we don't make any money off the products. We make money just off the transaction fees.
Oh, you don't make any money off the products?
No.
Why not?
No, the only product that we have on there, the company has is the CMDX Fit, which we do make money on. We sell that for $99.
Why don't you make a small percentage off the products?
We could, but we're in the beginning, and you want to have as little barriers to get providers on as possible. Right. I think I'd like to have 10,000 providers on, and maybe like eBay did, as time goes on, you increase the fees, as they see the benefits of it. But we don't have enough members, I think, to justify strong arming the providers for revenue right now.
Gotcha. Okay. Are the members, are they active? Are they putting in the data that you're asking them for, or?
Yeah. The Health Vault's a brand new launch. It's going to be launched here in February, where they can go in and fill out the actual Health Vault, and then from the Health Vault, we'll reward them with coins for doing that. So they're active in generating the base knowledge that we have on them right now, the CMDX Fit and all of that. The health questionnaire is something that came up new as I started studying Peter Diamandis and learning about the self-sovereign identities. And we wanted to find a way we're always looking for ways we can give members more coins. And this one was obvious, building out a health vault and combining it with their CoinMD hard wallet where they keep their coins. So we've got a vault for their financial assets, meaning their cryptocurrency. And now we've got a vault on the same website for their health data.
Very cool. Very cool. So when are you doing the 20 city tour, or is that depending on funding?
That's really depending on funding. We've got a lot of irons in the fire right now, and I think that I feel confident we'll get some funding closed to get it kicked off. But I'd like to run it all the way up until June, which is our 2-year anniversary, and do a big event somewhere down in Asia, because that's where our stronghold's going to be.
Okay. Cool.
So.
Trying to think if I have any other questions out there. Let me see if anyone online is asking any specific questions. I don't think nothing that I really didn't ask already. It seems like people are very interested. Also, looking at the comments, they want to be involved. They want to get in, which is pretty cool. How could people join? Give a little plug for your website and how people could actually become a member.
Yeah, we're relaunching the enrollment system on February 1st. That's going to be our new automated webinar system. Right now, they can go to coinmd.io. They can learn about it. We have a channel, coinmd.tv, where they can get educated about it. And, come February 1st, we'll be sending out a blast to all the members with our new automated webinar system. So we had one of our back-end service providers that we dealt with, we had everything hooked up to their servers and they didn't like it. So we had to rebuild a RDS database on Amazon and restructure our enrollment process, because we were bringing at our peak in November, we were bringing in upwards of 4,000 people a day. So
and your server's going to handle it?
No, it could handle it, but the API bills I was getting from this other company were outrageous.
Oh,
So
I gotcha. Right,
the cost of creating my own AWS server system and building my own database was a better idea anyway.
Hey,
So
with
it forced me to do something I needed to do anyway.
Listen, I've seen that before. One of my buddies had a website that had no revenue model, but they were it was a content based site, and they were getting like millions and millions of people on it on a daily basis. Like, it was huge. It grew to one of the fastest like trafficked websites in the country. He had to shut it down because he couldn't afford it. He couldn't afford to keep the people on there. So, and he couldn't afford it, and he couldn't turn revenue quick enough, and he couldn't raise capital quick enough because it was burning in his pocket every single day. So
that's frustrating. I know that.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
We would have been in that situation if we caught it early on, but he just called me and said, dude, your server's whirring. It's the loudest server in the house, and you need to do something about it. So
Right.
we have 5 websites. Our 2.0 model will consolidate everything into one website where there's a single site log on and not all these APIs. But like I said, it's a low volume MVP. It was designed on a whiteboard. And now we see what we've learned. Now we know what we need to put into 2.0.
Cool. Cool. So listen, I think this was great. Like I said, like you've already been in communication with folks in our team, so I'm just gonna kind of leave it at this right now. It was good to learn more, get you some more exposure out there. It seems like a lot of people love you and are interested, so that's very cool. Hopefully you can utilize this to pump some more activity, which is always good. So I appreciate it. Anything else? Any other things anyone should know? Or
well, just any advice? You asked me, what we're doing for funding. Do you have any other thoughts on, what other? I've been taking one guy's venture capital raising course that I bought online, and he just talks about some of the things. I was looking at maybe talking to investors that are already investing in cryptocurrency exchanges. But it seems like the space, there's a lot of money out there, but I don't know where they're putting it.
I have some thoughts on this. I was going to touch base with you offline, but okay. Have you gone to a couple things? One, have you gone to any specific angel groups, or have you gone to any actual like venture firms?
We're listed on Angel List,
right? But not online, actual physical groups.
I've participated in the Atlanta Tech Village meetings where I've made some really great contacts, and it's allowed me. They have a Friday pitch opportunity where I go pitch to, the angels there, and I participated in the Georgia Tech. They had a 13-week course. I participated in that where you sat with, a VC and they walked you through it. And then also I went to Tim Draper University, Blockchain University, and attended that as well. Yeah. And got some really good contacts and had an opportunity to pitch Tim Draper. But I don't know why, we've done well. Like I said, we've been able to bootstrap, but I'm recognizing now for us to compete, we've got to raise some capital. And
how about have you been to like actual venture firms, like whether it's New York or San Fran or whatever?
I did. I presented to BX3 when I was up in New York in Greenwich Village. So I have pitched to them and got some interest. That Pitch Live was actually live at that event, and they broadcasted our pitch, which was great. Cool. So that was helpful, but have not done much of it. I mean, the last 4 months, we've been so busy growing so fast. I've literally been just behind the computer. And now I realize for me to compete in 2019, I've got to go find some backers.
Cool.
And I'm looking backers that have strategic alliances, a healthcare, somebody that has a huge database, or they have an HMO system. I'm talking to one group out of Nashville where a lot of HMOs are based out of, medical billing companies. So it would be really great to find somebody in that space, an investor that has experience in that space as well.
Okay, cool. All right, listen, I love it. Let's continue talks. Let's continue talks outside of this, and then we'll see if there, what type of opportunities there are. But I appreciate it. Thanks for being on here, and hopefully
awesome.
You
appreciate all the great
and hopefully everyone out there watching loved your pitch here.
Awesome, man. Appreciate you, Brian. Take
care.
All
right, thank you. You too.
Bye-bye.